Why do you think there's so much diarrhea in developing nations?
Is this a quiz?
Well, you know how quickly bacteria can multiply when food is a landing pad for everything with 6 legs. This is supposed to be a hospital.
Bad day at the office, Doctor?
I don't want to talk about it.
So, you think the Bulls are gonna three-peat?
I've got a chickenpox epidemic. I've got mothers screaming at me about the new Hep B shot. And now, I've got a female resident who's decided that this is a good time for her to get pregnant.
Let me buy you lunch.
Maybe you should think about taking a vacation.
There's no vacation for the head of family medicine. They find you, they beep you, they hunt you down. Ranitidine. I'm working on my last yard of healthy intestine.
The chow mein was a mistake.
Right. That's what I got.
Dr. Horschlauer?
Brian?
Happy new house.
Dude, cool place, man.
Yeah, very cute.
Surgical instrument for
It's kind of my den of iniquity to be, I guess.
Let's open the champagne.
Good idea. I'll
This is
pour.
my friend. Mine first.
Oh, mine's over here.
Cool.
Oh, Chateau non-alcoholic, 92. A stellar year, I'm told.
I thought your father was coming.
Well, I invited him, but don't count on him showing up. The old man doesn't get out much these days, not since the big bust-up.
Vinny's parents are kind of going their separate ways.
You could say it, dude. They're getting a divorce. The Big D. Yeah, the old man. He's become one with his Barco lounger. Just sits there watching reality programming. He's already identified one of America's most wanted.
Dad?
Sorry we're late. Lorraine couldn't decide what to wear. I don't know why. Everything looks beautiful on her.
Whoa! Oh, you've got some real rocks up here. Are you in construction?
No, I'm a doctor.
Oh, they're the worst. Has anyone ever talked to you about stretching or yoga?
Well,
That's it. Let it out.
She's incredible. She knows all this stuff. She worked for a chiropractor. That's how we met.
Carmen came in with knots the size of a poodle. I had to walk on his back.
I tell this joke, Dave. You'll like this. I said when I first met Lorraine, she walked all over me. It's a joke, Vincent.
I'm laughing on the inside.
Why don't you tell him what else you do, Lorraine?
Poor minimizing? Oh, right. It's just something I do on the side. I make hats for cats.
Did you ever think about maybe going around to a hospital and giving a 15-minute neck and shoulder massage? I could put in a good word for you at Eastman.
Oh, that is a brilliant idea. Would you mind if I just give my card to everyone?
Sure.
Here.
Lori Mercatanti.
Lorraine.
Oh. Massage therapist and voice trainer.
It's just something I do on the side.
She does a lot of things on the side. It's amazing she finds time to pick up married men.
Vince. Why don't you show me Doogie's powder room? Look, Vinny. Whatever beef you got with me.
Okay, here's the beef. You're pathetic. Your divorce isn't even final yet, and you're out there parading around with some reject from Love Connection.
I will not have you talk this way.
I think Vinny's still adjusting to his father's new situation.
Carmine said he's a very sensitive boy.
She's a Tootsie. She's got more silicone in her than an IBM compatible.
And observant, too.
I'm your father, and I deserve your respect. Hey! Hey, come back here and say you're sorry.
Get it! If anybody owes an apology, it's you. You turned our family into a joke.
A little off your game today, Ben. My goal was just to be standing at the end. You work too hard, Ben. Tell me about it. Of course, it doesn't help when your head of family medicine expires on duty. Oh, yes. Dr. Horsefly. How old was he? 55. Now, I'm going to have to find someone with years of family practice experience, whom I trust completely, and who's interested in hospital work and teaching. Know anyone like that, David? Are you offering me a job? Actually, I'm groveling. I'm flattered. I don't want you to be flattered. I want you to say yes.
You mean till he finds someone permanent?
No. I'd be it. I'd take over Horschlauer's job.
Oh, that's quite a compliment coming from Ben. Too bad you can't take it.
Why can't I do it?
Well, Dad, you have your practice.
My practice. Bursitis, acne, shin splints. Frankly, the most exhilarating experience I've had all year is when you called me in on that child abuse case.
Yeah, but that was one day, Dad. I mean, working at a teaching hospital is not exhilarating on a regular basis. It's tiring, it's tense, it's stressful.
Douglas, do you have a problem with this on a personal basis?
No. No. Personally, I think it's a great idea.
You can be honest with me, son. Douglas, can I see you a moment?
Yeah, in a minute, Dad.
That's your father? Is he doing a good job here?
Well, it's not terrible.
I just think you should look at this from all sides.
Catherine, do you have any thoughts?
Well, I think you'd have a profound impact at the hospital, David.
Yes. Oh, this is Dr. Douglas Howser.
Oh, I'm very pleased to meet you, sir. I happen to think you're the best chairman the AMA has ever had.
Thank you.
Our head of family medicine, Dr. David Howser.
Doctor.
Heard a lot about you, Dr. Howard.
Oh, and this is our patient advocate, Mrs. Catherine Howser.
The little woman. Got her where you can keep an eye on her, huh?
But I think Doogie's got a good point. I mean, you're not getting any younger, David. Do you really need the stress?
Exactly. I don't want to see you face down in a bowl of chicken chow mein, do you, Mom?
Oh, God forbid.
Well, two have given me a lot to think about.
We're just concerned about you, Dad.
Yes. I must be the luckiest man alive to have the benefit of my family's caring, selfless insight. Really, I'm touched. Excuse me.
I don't know about that third period professor. Doesn't look like he's been in the movies in 25 years. Maybe he doesn't know about them senior citizen discounts they're giving out now.
Hey, Ben, you coming?
I'll catch up with you guys later.
Okay, whatever. Vincent! Cassie, get out.
What are you doing here?
Well, I closed up shop early. I thought I'd come by and take you out for whatever kids go out for these days, you know. One of those father-son things.
Yeah, right, one of those father-son things we never did when we were living in the same house as father and son.
Vincent, there's no need to take that tone. It's true, I wasn't always there for you. I'm trying to make up for it now. One thing I learned from Lorraine is you always have to live every moment in the now.
You know, why don't you go live in Lorraine's now, because we got nothing to say to each other. Look.
I know you got 100 reasons to be mad at me, but we may never get a better chance to try and work this stuff out.
Well, you should have thought of that before you went to the chiropractor. Stevie! Wait up!
I was hoping we could have a quiet moment to discuss things, Gary.
David, I haven't had a quiet moment since the late 70s.
But I want to talk about this job. I have a problem with the family.
There are two words I don't want to hear today. Problem and family.
Well, they won't come out and say it, but I can tell they're against me working here, and I just don't feel right going against their wishes.
People, this is a hospital. Can we have a little decorum?
Dr. Canfield, I have to state my position.
I can file a grievance against this hospital for the way I've been treated.
Oh, this is good. I'm gonna have a breakdown. This is it. I've worked my whole life for this.
No one's gonna have a breakdown before me. You, speak.
Dr. Canfield, we feel as a group that Penny, Dr. Newman, should either fulfill her obligations as a member of the team or resign. She's skipping rounds. She hasn't scrubbed
You'd
on a
rather I risk my baby's life by sucking in anesthesia gases.
You should have sucked in some birth control pills, Penny. Oh, for God's sakes. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I don't mean to.
No.
Well, I don't think there's any call for that kind of remark, Doctor. It was insulting and unprofessional. Who's this?
This is Dr. David Howser. My first choice is the new head of family medicine.
You were saying, Dr. Howser. Well, actually, you seem to be the one who needs to get something off your chest. I just think a pregnancy during your second year of residency is a little ill-timed. Well, obviously the zygote didn't stop to ask your opinion. The reality is we are called upon to perform as physicians within the constrictions of real life. This week, Dr. Newman is pregnant. Next week, you may have an ulcer. At some point in life, we all need help. You have chosen the noblest profession, and it requires noble behavior. Now, Dr. Briggs, you are obviously in need of some sleep. Who can cover for Dr. Briggs for the next few hours?
I can. I finish all my clinic work.
Good. And I suggest the rest of you make up a list of sedentary tasks that Dr. Newman can perform. Give her the tedious stuff. Get her to fill out your tax forms. As for your ankles, Dr. Newman, I am sure you have reduced the salt in your diet, haven't you?
I will.
David, perhaps this is the time for that quiet moment.
Excuse me.
Vinny, will you open the elevator? Well, I live here.
Hi.
Lorraine. Come in.
Hi, Benny. I went to your school and tried to find you. I figured you'd be here.
You went around my school and said to people I might know I'm looking for Vinny Del Pino. I'm a friend of his father.
Actually, I couldn't find anybody who'd ever heard of you.
It'll be easier for you if you tell the truth.
I don't know about this Benny's lifestyle, Duke. Any kook off the street can just wander in here.
Vinny.
It's okay. I understand you don't like me, and that's fine with me. But it's your father I'm worrying about. He's hurting, Vinny.
Excuse me. I'm just gonna go. to the other side of the room.
Well, like you can't hear from over there? Sit down.
Look, I know it's hard to think of your father being with someone else.
You don't know anything about it. Sure, my parents fought a lot, but they had something. They were married for 34 years. I was just thrown that in the dumpster and started acting like some geriatric Lothario.
This may come as a surprise to you, but your father is still a very attractive man.
Lady, don't even start down that road.
Vinny, tell me about Ginny.
How do you know about Janine?
You two went out for a long time, right?
I don't want to talk about Janine. She made 10 of you.
You're still fond of her, aren't you?
Of course I'm fond of her. We didn't break up because we didn't like each other. We just went in different directions.
Well, maybe that's what happened with your parents. The fact that he's dating me doesn't take away from all those years they spent together. Your father devoted 20 years of his life making sure you had everything you needed, Vinny. A lot of what you are and gonna be is owed to him. Maybe what's easy for you isn't the most important thing anymore. Think about it.
Well, we're getting to see a lot of you lately, Douglas. That oven over there is functioning, isn't it?
Mom invited me.
I made way too much pot roast. How was work?
Fine. Saw 3 sinus infections. It's a big mucus day.
You know,
Dad.
David,
Your turn.
I think Doogie has something to discuss with you.
You know, Mom, you're better at this than I am. Go ahead.
Please, someone speak.
Well, Dad, on reflection, I think you should take the job.
What job?
The hospital job.
Oh, that job.
I have to agree with him, David. I mean, the way you handled those residents yesterday was so deft. Everyone was incredibly impressed.
Douglas, what route did your thoughts take?
Well, I agree. I mean, you're great with people, and you're really a good physician.
Good. I think you have to be more than good to do this job.
Okay, you're a great physician, Dad. You're brilliant. Well?
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to end up face down in my lunch.
Oh, now, come on, Dad. You know, I was just saying that stuff because...
Because why?
Oh, because we're selfishly thinking about our own needs and completely ignoring yours.
Well, I would have tap danced a little faster, but that's basically it, yeah.
Well, I don't think you need to worry. The family is where we get to exhibit our worst sides, knowing that we're going to be loved anyway. I know. You've let me do that plenty of times.
So, you want to call Dr. Canfield now?
I think I'll have seconds. You know, sometimes something is so good, you just can't get enough.
You'll be delighted to know, by the way, I made up with my dad. Yep, we hugged, we cried, we slapped each other on the back.
Really?
No, of course not. I said to him, it's your life, you do what you want. And he said, thanks, you're in my chair. But, you know, it was a touching moment, as Delpino family moments go. You know, that Lorraine, I guess she's just not your average masseuse come voice trainer come cat head maker.
Speaking of family moments, it looks like I'm going to be having more than my fair share. Dad's going to take that job at the hospital.
Oh, man.
You know, fathers, you invest so much faith in them, you worry about them, and in the end, they do just what they want to do anyway.
Yeah. Middle ages, they're a handful.
Don't you just love Angela Lansbury?
Mm.